Let's talk about your piece on a deeper spiritual perception. I explained to you on TikTok what your loved ones had to say to you in common language. We're going to up it up a little bit, bump it a little bit, and start talking about sacred geometry. You have Metatron at 1 o'clock and he's holding a square. Metatron's cube, it consists of geometrical shapes. These geometrical shapes are many things. They are maps to star systems. They are communications to the many things that we have to become or we have to expand to. Different realities, parallel realms. He's holding the square. This is significant for you. And inside the square is the face of a human. This signifies that you came into this realm like a square and adopted this body in order to connect the lines. The number 4. You are being communicated that you are currently the number 3. Yes, we explained that you are 3 spirits and we talked about soul sharing, but there's a 4th element and there's something that Metatron wants to say to you about this. The 7 spirits of God that come upon us are 7 energies of understandings and wisdom. We must awaken to these understandings and dive a little bit deeper into geometry especially. When we look at the body of ascended masters and gods, take, for instance, Buddha. Buddha's face represents the moon. I asked Buddha once in the Art of Seeing, why are you presenting yourself as a glutton, as someone who overeats and treats their temple poorly? And he responded and said, my face is a map, and the map is the moon. So the face of Christ, his beard reflects not only wisdom, but the triangular shape, and his robe is the rectangular shape. Thoth has the bird face. It reflects triangles and it reflects direction. He's always facing west, I believe. And he also reflects avian energy. So Metatron has this Leo Lyran, lion energy. This has a communication to you. For us to understand the communication, we must present these images in our face. Start looking at pictures of lions. Start looking at pictures of squares, sacred geometry, and meditate on it before you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, write down in the morning what these symbols have opened up like a rose to you, because we've been asleep for a long time to communications that were ancient in the form of geometry, in the form of numerology, and even symbology. Let's look at this piece. You're inside a circle. Inside the circle is a rectangle. You're being surrounded by upper rainbows and lower rainbows, which are the wings of the holy dove. And then, of course, here in your divinity, again, you're holding the square of Metatron. You are being presented with the idea that you need to begin studying your first geometrical learning, and that is study the square, study the ancient origin of the square, including Metatron. Study the circle, the rings of power, the color emerald, and the crystals that you're holding, the emerald tablets, emerald city. Study that. And then allow those images and those symbols to awaken you to a better understanding and expand your knowledge and spirit so that you can grow away from the English language and go to a new and better sacred language, and that is geometry, symbology, and numerology. So if we read your face like a map with the 3 faces, think of we 3 kings of Orient are and the North Star. There is a key of understanding, a golden key that will open doors for you when you research this